Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about AU trade lines. How about 10% off on the AU trade line sale? That's right, for 48 hours, you get 10% off. But guess what? Members of the channel, you get a higher percentage off. I'm going to let you know what that is by sending you a message under the community tab. And welcome to Fosse Optics. Check. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Alright, welcome back. And today, as you can see, we're on the YouTube Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And once again, I'd like to thank you once again for being here, and please share the videos. Today, it's the AU special. This is only going to be for 48 hours, midnight, October 12th. This special pricing will expire. AU trade lines are going to be 10% off for the next 48 hours. Again, expires October 12th, 2020 at midnight. You have to order before midnight, October 12th, to reiterate. And to go one step further, if you don't order by October 12th and you say, well, I'm going to order a few days later, okay, after October 12th, there will be a 5% discount on AU trade lines until October 19th, midnight. How about that? And as you can see right over here, there's a join button. It's for the membership tab. And if you're a member, I'm going to text you under the community tab, not text, but send you a message under the community tab on your special discount. It will be higher than 10%. And no, it's not going to be 11% or 12%. It'll be higher than that. So if anybody who is a member, you will be the only one that can see it. And you will be able to get an AU trade line discount greater than 10%. And this will be good for all members up until midnight. Also, October 12th, you would have to order. Now, I'm going to get into what a lot of people ask me about with AUs. First of all, an AU stays on your credit report for 3 months. That's it. And then after that, it drops off. The second thing, the only way you can pay for an AU, an authorized user trade line, is Zelle, Walmart to Walmart, MoneyGram, and Western Union. That's the only way you can pay for an AU trade line, and I do not do payments. All right? So those are the basic 2 questions people ask. And then other people decide that they need an AU trade line. And so I always say, please send me your credit report or give me your Credit Karma login so I can actually review your credit report to make sure an AU is going to work out best for you, because it's only going to be on your credit report 3 months maximum. All right? So those are the things that I request when somebody says I want an AU trade line. Even though you might know what you need, I would still like to review it, because there have been plenty of times that all that was needed was a primary trade line. And since we have the My Jewelers and the New Coast Directs that have a $5,000 credit limit, that offsets debt utilization. And in case anybody's confused about how your score is calculated, 35% is based on payment history. This is why people want to get authorized user trade lines, because if you get something that's, let's say, 5 years old, that would be 60 payments on time. Now you just added 60 on-time payments, so that helps out your score greatly. And also the credit limit, which is the amounts owed, 30%, that's actually your debt utilization. So again, you want your debt utilization to be 29% or less of your total credit limits. If you have 5 credit cards and the total equals $10,000 total across all 5, then your balance that you owe across all 5 combined should be $2,900 or less. All right, so one card that may only be a $2,000 limit, you could have $1,500 owed on it, which that one specific card will have a high debt utilization, but that's not how the calculation works. So if you had all the rest of your cards had zero balances, you would only owe 1,500, and then you would have a total credit limit of 10,000. That means your debt utilization would be 15%. Now, ideally, you've heard me talk about this before. You want to be 9% or less for your debt utilization. This is to optimize your credit. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get into the AU trade lines that are available. And some might say, well, where do I go get an AU trade line? Well, you just go to stopstrugglingnow.com and you go to the home page, because you will not be able to get a trade line based on, well, I'll do it this way. You can go to the home page, but I'll have a link down below in the description where you'll have a link directly to the AU trade lines page. And also I'll have a link down below if you want to get any other primary trade lines, My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, Hutton Chase, Ox Publishing. If you want to get no hard inquiry credit cards, then you can go check out the videos, and I'll have links down below to the YouTube videos to show you how to do it. So as you can see, we're at the stopstrugglingnow.com channel, and if you are on the website, and if you click this AU trade line link here, it'll take you to the Stop Struggling Now AU channel page. And so on this page, a lot of people kind of get confused as to what they're looking at, because there's a bunch of trade lines that are available. And as you can see here, I'll give you a perfect example of what happens, where a lot of people will see this Discover card, but the purchase date is by October, I'll use this one, October 11th, which is tomorrow. Somebody might try to contact me, but what will happen is a few other people see this too, where they can order and have this reporting within like 2 weeks. So all of a sudden it'll be gone. So just remember, if it's within like 5 days or less, you have to act quickly, because it could be gone. But for our illustration here, I'll use the first one, Discover. You see this is $1,047. Right now, you get $104.74 off of this price. Okay? 10%. Just like on this 663 for the Barclays, it'll be $66.34 off of this price. Less. And members of the YouTube channel, you will get a lower price. Again, this expires midnight October 12th. For everybody, you get 5% off between after midnight October 12th through midnight October 19th. You can get 5% off if you need an AU trade line. All right. Now, here's one of the unique situations where somebody says, hey, what's the oldest card you have? Well, all you have to do is click the top of the purchase by date column, as you can see here. Sorry, oldest card, date opened. Here we go. Click the top of it, and you can see here 2001. That's 19 years ago. So you would have 19. Here goes 2002. That's 18. 2003. That's 17. Another 17. So you can see here that you can click the top of the column, and that'll help you out. Click the top of the column for credit limit, and you can see the highest credit limit available is around 35,000, 42,000. Click it again. That's the lowest. So generally, the older a trade line is, the more it's going to cost. All right? Just so you guys can understand how that works, so there's no confusion. And you can see where there's a little few things out of place, because there's a 42,000 down here. And again, so here's how you read this. I'll stick up here. You can see purchase by date. This date open gives you the age. So you can see here 2016 May. That means it's 4 years plus about 5 months old. That's what we'll be reporting when the AU trade line hits your credit file. Purchase by date, and then you can see the reporting date, November 5th through the 12th. You can also click this top of the column, and you can see the soonest one, October 22nd through the 29th. And again, since today is October 10th, this is, you would have to order by today. I usually like to have an order before the purchase by date if possible, but we can make it work. It just depends on if it's a Monday through Friday or Saturday and Sunday. But anyhow, you can see there's a few here, October 11th, and then some more October 12th. These would be the soonest ones you can get, so therefore you can see you can improve your credit score within 2 weeks, pretty much. All right? So that can help you out greatly. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to go over this real quick where you can click on top of the, if you're looking for a specific card, you can see Barclays, Discover, Chase, Discovers again. You can see a mix, Bank of America. But I just wanted to let you know this is a special deal that I'm going to be loading up here real quick. And once again, if you're a member of the channel, you get an additional discount higher than 10%. And for everybody else who is not members of the channel, the YouTube channel, then you will only get 10%. And that is until, again, midnight, October 12th. This is when the 10% expires. If you have not paid before then, you will not be able to get 10%. All right? It's that simple. And I'll go right over to, there's one other thing, because I should have put this up here. 15% of your credit score, which you see over here on the right hand side, is based on your age. So this is why a lot of people sometimes say, how old is your, what's the oldest card or age that you have? And this is why it kind of matters as well. So you can see the three combined, payment history, debt utilization, and length of credit history. Those three combined are 80% of your score. So you can actually help your score out 80% of it with an AU trade line. So with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. This is why you have to keep everything at your disposal available. You never know what you're going to need, especially when it comes to credit. You can build your credit right now during this pandemic, because when we come out of this pandemic a year from now or 6 months from now, things like that, then you would have built your credit up, and then they'll loosen credit and lending, and then you may be able to do some damage with acquiring some assets. All right, so plan right now while you can, and that's all I can say. So keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.